Dr. Patricia Litho is the board chair of Uganda Media Women Association. Among other portfolios she holds, she says while change may take time, the empowerment of women in the media is undeniably progressing.
We have increased women in leadership. That has been a breakthrough because that's one of the things we used to demand, advocate for. And there's so many women now we see in those leadership positions that used to seem like it's a male's world. The question is, do we make a difference when we get there?
However, she points out that men in leadership positions often assign women to soft news stories, which frequently portray them as inferior to their male counterparts.
For centuries, women have proved that actually they can make a difference in leadership, in making change, in contributing to public life. Remember that in a patriarchal society like Uganda, there are statements when you're growing up as a female, you're told women should be seen, not heard. So the emphasis is on what you look like.
Reflecting on the role of women in the media and leadership positions, Dr. Litho highlights that women leaders often emulate their male counterparts, a typical defect of society.
There isn't a significant difference because the majority of the people running these newsrooms are still male. The majority of people in leadership are still male, guided by cultural orientation. And so the way they think hasn't changed much, doesn't change much. Most of us, the women who go into this leadership, I want to be like that man when I am a boss.
As sexual harassment continues to be a pervasive issue in many media houses, policies aimed at preventing sexual harassment may exist, but their implementation remains limited and ineffective.
They'll tell you they're gender sensitive in their HR process, in their recruitment. They will not tolerate sexual abuse. They will sack. But when these incidences actually happen, you realize that implementation is a problem. They'll want you to push this issue under the carpet because this is a senior editor or whoever this person is, or they'll want to negotiate away. So it's not always that the woman doesn't want. And I think we need to understand that. But the majority of the cases, you find that she's in a difficult place and she makes that hard choice, or she's genuinely harassed, and some people just walk away from the workplace, and those are one of the reasons we have a high turnover.
While women in media remain a sport for the public eye, Dr. Litho says the female gender remains intimidated into silence, hesitant to express their views for a fear of backlash or harassment.
So for me, that is where we've made a mistake. Isolating women and preparing them, empowering them, and forgetting the man. So the man will keep thinking the way he has always thought, I am in charge. I have paid my cows, you're my property, you do as I say. Meanwhile, you're beginning to demand your rights. So obviously there will be conflict. There will be battering. Most of those places where you hear domestic violence, many times the woman has challenged the man.
Describing the empowered media woman, Dr. Litho emphasizes, among others, must possess a deep understanding of journalism and the ethical responsibilities that come with it.
There are key tenets that they equip you with. What does hard news look like? How is a feature written? How do you edit? You know, there are some of us who come into this field because we seemed popular somewhere. Maybe I'm an MC, and so a radio television station will take me up because of my audience appeal. But I know nothing about news, I know nothing about the 5 Ws and you know those basic principles of the profession. For me, that is the step one. You must constantly improve yourself.
Litho also urged women in the media to recognize their role in empowering other women by reconnecting with them at grassroots levels, where they can identify the unique challenges women face in communities. For women to make a difference in the media industry, Dr. Litho believes they must take a proactive role in shaping their own futures.
Of course, most of us women will quickly think, okay, I'm going to make daddies because I know how to cook. I am going to plait hair. But those are also time consuming and what. But if you have equipped yourself with skills in new technology, you can work from home, you can work at work, and earn money because you know how to post, you know how to tweet, you have a following, you know how to edit on phone. I even remember of recent, in the last 2 years, I've heard of courses on how to take photos with your phone. It seems obvious, but it's not. How do I take a photo with my phone and it looks professional? Do you know how to do all those things we learned when we were learning on an analog camera, white balance and things like that? Do I know how to edit a video? Do I know how to edit a photo? Yes? So you know I have to look for, I almost said Juma, but I have to look for someone to help me because I have not equipped myself with those skills. But yet I could earn an extra income like that. So now we need an all-round journalist who can do digital, who can do print, who can do broadcast, who can edit.
While the road to full empowerment may still be long, Dr. Litho's insights provide a hopeful outlook for the future of women in the media. With continuous effort, collaboration and education, celebrating women in Uganda's media industry can play a crucial role in shaping a more inclusive and equitable media environment. Kaen, Faith, Juma Nsamba for UBC.